Legalize nuclear bombs.
What up? So as you guys may know, about a month ago we released this mod called Siren Head, but that was only the beta version. So since then we've been working a lot on the actual full release, and now I'd say we're at a point where I think all the ideas and everything is kind of starting to come together, meaning that we have about, I'd say, 90% of the mod like figured out what it's gonna be at the end. We just have to implement some of those ideas yet, and after that it's gonna basically be finished. So today I wanted to go through some of the stuff that we are gonna be adding in the full release without really spoiling anything specifically, but just to kind of keep you guys up to date what's gonna be happening. Alright, so I don't want to waste too much time, so let's go straight into the first thing I want to talk about, which is crawling. So I'm pretty sure most of you guys have seen that Siren Head game from a few years back, where Siren Head just runs 100 miles per hour at your fucking face. Yeah, we're basically gonna put that in the mod. Siren Head will have the ability to crawl, and it's gonna be used in a few different ways. What I mean by that is that there's gonna be a few different occasions when Siren Head will start crawling. So I think that's gonna add a lot to the scariness of the mod, and also just to the diversity of the mod. I'm not gonna show you any footage of the crawling because mainly I don't want to spoil the surprise. So most of these features I ain't gonna talk about now. You will have to just wait and see for yourself, or just see it on my channel when the mod releases, which is something I'm gonna talk about later. Next up is like a sound redesign, particularly the chase theme for Siren Head, which many of you recognized. I just basically took the mangle sound effect from FNAF 2. Which was done intentionally, as FNAF is something that I've done a lot on the channel before the whole Minecraft thing, and it's like a big part of, you know, the channel in general. So I thought I'd put it in as like a, you know, something that people might notice, but people also might not notice. And because it actually fit, because it's like a, you know, a radio static thing. But if anything, people just got triggered and they were like, oh, he just took the FNAF 2 sound effect of Mangle. Okay, bro. So what I did is I got Raptor, who made the Slumbering Omen on our dev team, and I asked him if he can make a like Siren Head chase theme, and he absolutely popped off. I'm gonna show you like 5 seconds of it right now. Okay, that's enough. I'm not gonna spoil the whole thing. Next up is the Stalking. So basically something that became a problem with the Siren Head mod that we actually tried to avoid, but apparently not very successfully, is that we didn't want Siren Head to just, you know, camp somewhere and just wait there and do nothing really. But that's unfortunately what kinda happened. A lot of the time now it just happens that Siren Head appears somewhere and he's just walking on his own, roaming around, not really doing anything unless you get close enough. Because the way it works now is basically when you get within like 100 blocks or something like that of Siren Head, he's gonna go into the stalking mode, which basically means he's gonna start to come towards you really slowly, you know, just walk towards you, and then when he gets really close he starts the chase thing. But now we remade it, and now no matter how far Siren Head is gonna be, eventually he will get to you himself, which I think is gonna fix this main problem of him just, you know, not being a threat at all. Next up is something a lot of people wanted to have in the mod, which is structures. And we never planned on doing any kind of real structures in the mod, but I did come up with a cool idea. And this is where I don't really want to spoil anything or really say anything, but just so you know, there is going to be some kind of structure thing in the mod in the full release, which I think is going to be really cool and it's going to fit the mod really well. Next up is attacks, and actually specifically one attack that I said is gonna be in the mod already when we released the beta. It was planned to actually be in the beta, but we couldn't really make it with Gecko Lib and 1.19.2 and you know, everything combined. I'm not gonna spoil the whole thing. Everything I'm gonna give you guys is this screenshot of the development footage, and you can probably figure out what this is. Next thing is the interactivity with Siren Head. What I mean by that is we don't want him to just be, okay, he's over there and now he's coming towards you and now he's chasing you and now he's gone. So we are gonna make him a bit more interactive in the sense that, you know, maybe if you look at him, something's gonna happen. Maybe if you keep looking at him, something's gonna happen. Stuff like that. Maybe if he's near you, something specific is also gonna happen. So all these things together I think are gonna make the mod just be more interactive in general. And there's gonna be basically more things happening. Now the last thing I want to talk about is the release plans for the mod. So the release for this mod is going to be a bit more complicated than the beta was. This was my initial plan for the mod, but that's before we even planned to doing a beta at all. But basically what's going to happen is when I have a like working version of the mod, I will immediately do a trailer similar to what I did for the beta version, but it's going to be the official release trailer, meaning it's going to show all the functionalities. Well, not all of them, but you know, kind of show the newer things as well for the mod to kind of get some hype for the mod, you know what I mean? And my estimate for that would be maybe within a week we might have a working version. So I don't know, give me a good week maybe. And then with the trailer, we will probably release the release date in the trailer as we did with the trailer for the beta. So the release date will probably be a bit over a week after the trailer, because before we actually release the mod, I will be doing a bunch of content on the mod on my channel, which you guys will be able to watch. I'm planning on doing a whole like short series on the mod, like a 5, 6, 7 part series, perhaps like a, you know, a daily thing of me playing the new full release of Siren Head. And after we finish that, we will most likely release the mod. So the release date will probably be from now, maybe in about, you know, a month, something like that. Maybe end of June, something like that. That's just my estimate right now. I'm not 100% sure on that. I didn't really tell my devs that I'm making this video at all, and they haven't told me when exactly the mod's gonna be finished. So that's just my estimate. Maybe within a month, I feel like we could be seeing the release of Siren Head, you know, the official release. And with that, I think I talked about most of the things I can or want to really talk about the official release without really spoiling much of the stuff that's gonna be in it. So I hope you guys are hyped for the full release. That's all I have for you guys today. I have some stream ideas and videos planned as well for the rest of this week, and that's about it, boys. Yeah!